Hello and welcome to the Moody Tatas podcast. I'm your host, Marilia, and I want to welcome you. We're going to be doing some deep dives into the upcoming eclipses, specifically the one that takes place tomorrow, which is the Penumbral Lunar Eclipse at 5 degrees of Libra. And now I'm going to just get into it and unpack this penumbral eclipse. You know, it's all about learning, and it's all about self-assertiveness and self-care. Let's go there. Hey, cosmic cuties, gather round. Tonight's the night for a celestial soiree unlike any other, a penumbral lunar eclipse gracing the skies, coinciding with the fullness of the warm moon. Think of Earth casting a whisper-thin veil on the moon, hinting at secrets lurking beneath the surface. Don't let the subtlety fool you. This is a cosmic notch with more layers than a vintage Parisian flea market find, overflowing with astrological goodies just waiting to be unearthed. And speaking of unearthing, let's not forget the magic of the warm moon. This full moon, traditionally the third of the year, gets its name because it coincides with the time when earthworms begin to wiggle their way up from the ground after a long winter's nap. Just like those earthworms, this eclipse is an invitation for us to awaken, to shed our wintry layers and step into the fertile ground of new beginnings. But before we get lost in the celestial swirl, let's unpack tonight's cosmic guest list. We've got a rare penumbral lunar eclipse happening in the heart of Libra, that sign obsessed with balance and keeping everyone happy, the people pleasers of the zodiac. Here's the twist, darlings. Libra's nestled at 5 degrees, a bound term ruled by Saturn, the cosmic attorney. Think laser-focused determination and a healthy dose of get-it-done energy. Let's shuffle the cosmic deck and see what card the penumbral eclipse reveals. The High Priestess. This eclipse is inviting us to tap into our intuition and hidden wisdom. What secrets are waiting to be revealed beneath the surface, darlings? Is there something you've been ignoring or denying or resisting? Now is the time to trust your inner voice and shed light on those hidden truths. Remember, you're not alone in this. Reach out to ancestors, to those beyond space and time. They're there. They're waving at you. Next, let's see what card reflects Libra's influence. The Justice card. Libra craves balance and fairness, and this card asks us to achieve greater balance in our relationships and agreements of all kinds. Are there any past agreements, Libra South Node connection, that need to be reviewed and renegotiated? It's time to shed the people-pleasing tendencies and embrace your inner warrior. Stand up for yourself. Demand a renegotiation. Remember, darlings, this Aries vibe is all about asserting your independence, your value, valuing yourself, and agreeing with yourself that you deserve the very best that you can make happen and manifest for yourself. And that's not selfishness. That is self-care. It's the same as if you were getting a massage or a mani-pedi. Not doing so is self-neglect and self-abuse. Justice asks, how can we create more fairness and balance in our partnerships and agreements? Are we approaching these interactions with a sense of self-worth and a commitment to getting what we truly deserve? Mercury's influence in Libra adds another layer. Let's see what card it brings. The Lovers. With Mercury here, we're gaining mental agility and the ability to communicate effectively. The Lovers card reminds us to approach our agreements and relationships with love and open-mindedness. Are there any partnerships that feel one-sided, or any agreements that feel unfair or are not benefiting you in any way? Now is the time to have honest conversations and find a place of mutual benefit. Mutual, that includes you benefit too. The Lovers asks, are we approaching our relationships and agreements with self-love, honesty, and a commitment to mutual growth? Let's move on now. Chiron, the Wounded Healer, is also a big player tonight. Let's see what card represents our deepest wounds. The Wheel of Fortune. Chiron is currently conjunct the North Node in Aries, urging us to confront feelings of inadequacy and forge our own path. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that life is full of cycles and ups and downs. Have you been feeling stuck in a rut? This eclipse is a chance to break free and embrace your unique journey. The Wheel of Fortune asks, are we ready to spin the wheel and take charge of our own destiny? That's it. I hope you enjoyed that reading. And remember, darlings, this is just the beginning. The stresses and challenges around agreements and relationships will be a theme throughout the year, intensifying as we approach the upcoming solar eclipse. So buckle up, but don't despair. This is a second chance to rewrite the script, break down limiting patterns, and embrace your inner warrior. And this is your host, Marilia, signing off. I want to thank you so much for visiting me here at the Moody Tatas podcast, formerly the Tarot Stories podcast. Stay tuned, because I'll have more to come about the new and upcoming solar eclipse in Aries. Bye now. Until the next one, remember, guys, stay curious and keep those tarot cards close by.